Annuity. Annuity is the finite series of equal payments that occur at regular interval. Annuities are like insurance contract that promise to pay you regular income either immediately or in the future. The goal of annuity is to provide a steady stream of income, typically during retirement. Example of annuities are regular deposit to a savings account, monthly home mortgage payments, monthly insurance payments, and pension payments. Annuity can be categorized into ordinary annuity and annuity due. If the first payment of your annuity occurs at the end of the period, it is called ordinary annuity. On the other hand, if the first payment occurs at the beginning of the period, it is called annuity due. Here you can see that your today's payment you will receive at the end of the month. At every period it is end of the month. That is why it is ordinary annuity. On the other hand, you can see your today's payment you will get at the beginning of the month or period. Everywhere is the beginning of the month or period. Ordinary annuity, like suppose if a company declares dividend, then they generally pay at the end of the period. So you can put dividend example as ordinary annuity. On the other hand, you can take example of house rent, where you have to pay house rent at the beginning of the month. Then you can put this house rent example as an as an annuity due. We know that annuity is the regular payment of certain financial transaction. Suppose you have deposited $10,000 at 10% interest for 5 years. How much will you get as interest for about the 5 years? So you have deposited $10,000 at 10% interest for 5 years. We have already shown the ways of calculating simple interest. So using simple interest, your interest rate is 1,000 at the rate of 10% on 10,000. So at the end of the year, you'll receive $1,000 as interest. You should keep it remember that normally we count every annuity as an ordinary annuity. So you will get interest at the end of each year. You can see that at the end of first year, you're receiving another 1,000. At the end of second year, you will receive another 1,000. At the end of 4, you'll receive another 4,000. At the end of 5, you'll receive another 4,000. So this series of payment in each year is called annuity. If it is end of the period, it is considered as ordinary annuity, and if it is at the beginning of the period, it is considered as annuity due. These are annuity formula for present value and future value. Where C is PMT, PMT means each annuity payment. R is discount rate, T is number of period. Here is an example of annuity for present value. After carefully going over your budget, you have determined you can afford to pay $632 per month toward a new sports car. You call up your bank and find out that the going rate is 1% per month for 48 months. How much can you borrow? So to determine how much you can borrow, we need to calculate the present value of $632 per month for 48 months at 1% per month. Since you borrow money today, so you need to compute the present value. So using financial calculator, you know that the total month is 48 months. So your N is 48, your interest is 1%, and your annuity payment is $632. Then press CPT present value, then you will get approximate $25,000 as your present value. Using the formula, your C or PLT, each annuity payment is $632. I have to explain more about this 632. As you can see here, you can afford to pay $632 per month. You will pay $632 per month, and it will continue until your contract. So that is why it is called annuity. So your PMT is $632, and your interest R is 1%. So 1% is 1.01. So your total period is 48 divided by your interest or required return is 0.01. So you'll get the same result here. So if you pay $632 each month, this present value is this present value is $24,000 approximate. Another example, suppose you win the Publishers Clearinghouse $10 million sweepstakes. The money is paid in equal amount end of year installments of $333,333.33 over 30 years. If the discount rate is 5%, how much is the sweepstakes actually worth today? So using the same formula, your annuity payment is $333,333.33. Your discount rate is 5%, and your total years or number of period is 30. So using this formula, you will get the present value of today is 512,000. 5,150.29. Using the foreign financial calculator, your number of years, your N is 30, your interest is 5%. You will press PMT 333,333.33, then press CPT present value, and you'll get the same result. Annuity present value, finding the payment. In the previous slides, we find out present value. Now we'll learn how to find the annuity payment. Suppose you want to borrow $20,000 for a new car. You can borrow at 8% per year, compounded monthly. If you take 4-year loan, what is your monthly payment? So using the present value of annuity formula, we can get your present value $20,000. Your discount rate is 8%. Number of year is 4. You can see here interest rate payment is mentioned as compounded monthly. So that means you have to pay interest in every month. So now we have to find out the interest of each month. You can divide your annual interest by 12 months, and then you'll get the interest rate per month, which is 0.66667%. So using this formula, you'll get PMT for 88.26. Another thing is that you have to keep remember, for interest, you divided your number of months. But for number of periods, you have to multiply your number of years with the month, as it is mentioned here, compounded month. So your total month is 12 in a year, and your loan year is 4. So your total time period will be 48. The same in the same if you use calculator, your total period is 48. So your N is 48. Your present value is $20,000. Interest rate in each month is 0.66667. Then press CPT PMT, you'll get 488.26. At first, we find out present value, then we find out how to calculate PMT, each annuity payment. Now, we'll try to calculate the number of payments which will take to cover your total payment. You ran a little short on your spring break vacation, so you put $1,000 on your credit card. You can afford only the minimum payment of $20 per month. The interest rate on the credit card is 1.5% per month. How long will you need to pay off the $1,000? I advise you all use financial calculator for this type of calculation. because it will make easier to get the answer within a short period of time. So here your interest is 1.5% per month. Then press 1.5 as interest. Then you took loan $1,000. So your present value is $1,000. Your installment is $20 per month. So your PMT $20. Here I mentioned negative sign as it is your cash outflow. Then press CPTN, you'll get answer 93.111 months. In years, it is 7.75. And this is only if you don't charge anything more on the credit card. That means if you don't take any more loan from your credit card, then your answer will be 7.5 years. Here I have also shown how to calculate through using present value of annuity formula. You can also get the same answer. You have to keep remember that for this calculation, you may also need to use logarithm for getting the answer. This is an excellent opportunity to talk about credit card debt and the problem that can develop if it is not handled properly. Many of you don't understand how it works, and it is rarely discussed. This is something that students can take you from the class even if they can't do this properly. Future value for annuity. Suppose you begin saving for your retirement by depositing $2,000 per year in an IRA. If the interest rate is 7.5%, how much will you have in 40 years? So using the future value of annuity formula, here your PMT annuity payment per year is $2,000. Interest is 7.5% and number of years is 40. So after calculating, you'll get future value 454,513.04. Using the financial calculator, your N is 40, interest is 7.5, PMT minus 2000 as it is your cash outflow. Then press CPT FV, you will get the same result. In the previous slides, whatever we did, it is all over for ordinary annuity. Now we'll learn how to calculate annuity due. You are saving for a new house and you put $10,000 per year in an account paying 8%. The first payment is made today. How much will you have at the end of 3 years? So your annuity payment per year is $10,000. Interest is 8%. Number of years is 3. For annuity due, you can see that we have multiplied 1 plus r with your main formula. We know that in annuity due, your annuity payment will start from the beginning of the month. So to get the result based on your payment at the beginning of your month, you have to multiply 1 plus your interest times your main formula. So your uh, annuity payment is $10,000. Your interest 8%, 1 plus your interest, number of years 3 minus 1 divided by your interest times 1 plus your interest. Then you will get the result of $35,061.12. If you want to use financial calculator, please make sure to change the mode of your calculator. Normally, you can see earn mode in your financial calculator. So during annuity due, you have to change to beginning mode. So at first press second, then press begin, then press second, and set it for annuity due calculation. Then we know that your number of period is 3, your annuity payment is $10,000, interest is 8%, then press CPT future value. You'll get the same result. After calculating annuity due, make sure to change it back to AND mode. Then press again second, begin second, and set it to ordinary annuity mode. I have also displayed a timeline for annuity due. You can see if you use annuity due timeline, then at the year 2, its future value is 32,464. At year 3, your future value is 35,016.12. Growing annuity. Growing annuity is a growing stream of cash flows with a fixed maturity. Suppose you entitled to get $1,000 of your $1,000 from your savings account for 10 years. After 5 years, your interest rate increased to 5%. And here your growth is 5%. So we can learn it through formula and another example. Here you can see the formula for growing annuity. This is an example for growing annuity. A defined benefit retirement plan offers to pay $20,000 per year for 40 years and increase the annual payment by 3% each year. What is the present value at retirement if the discount rate is 10%? What does it say? Your retirement plan is $20,000 per year. And your retirement plan growth is 3% each year. Now you have to find out present value of growing annuity. So your C or PMT is $20,000. Your discount rate is 10%. Your growth is 3% times 1 minus 1 plus growth, 1 plus discount rate, and it is for 40 years. So power 40. Then you'll get the answer, which is 2600, 5121.57.